Nerdcore, the sickest channel around. Subscribe, bruh.
Yo, what up, y'all? You know what time it is. We just went out in the wild. We were supposed to be on date night, which we kind of did, but it ended up being us going, finding
Berserk
42, getting caught up, and reading that after we went out to eat, and now shooting a review video for it. Shouts out to Jim Mint for reviewing this on his channel, or I wouldn't even have known it was out because I've been kind of out of touch. And I'm not as brave as him, so I'm not really going to open this book up on camera.
Parental advisory,
but
baby.
We are going to talk about it. Real quick, before we even get started, I wanted to read this thing in the end that kind of touched my heart. It was an afterword from his apprentice.
So
you know, rest in peace, Kentaro Miura died. Studio Gaga's holding it on. We got his apprentice on here. And he wrote a little afterword, and he's basically saying, like, thanks for picking up Berserk Volume 42. From here on, it will be Berserk without Miura. Naturally, it's going to be imperfect. I'm sure there are those who will find that hard to accept. I myself feel that same way. And then he just went on talking about, as a fan of the manga and artist himself, he was very happy to work with him, and he hopes he puts the story out like he would have wanted it, etc. It was really touching, but, you know, pick up the manga and read it. That was a cool thing to note. And in my opinion, homie is really not only picking up where the story left off, but shaking it up, man, and making a lot of wild shit happen in a small amount of time.
Yeah, like a lot of progress in a small amount.
So basically, and it was a quick read too, by the way, not a lot.
You spent like 15 minutes?
Yeah.
I mean, we were doing like silly voices and stuff,
Yeah.
and like sound effects, but it was about 15 minutes.
But it was more visual, I guess. There was a lot of less dialogue in it. But basically, the whole crew from the last volume is out of Elf Island. Casca's got her fucking mind back, but it opens up with like her being all startled and weird because she like comes out, she's like acting like her regular self, but not quite because she's still a little bit like disoriented. And fucking Guts is out there about to face off with Griffith, who's floating there for some reason naked in the air without a wiener or nothing. And he's like now some like omni fucking God of the universe, Antichrist fucking thing with the new Band of the Hawk and all that shit. And so naturally Guts is going to get pissed, right? So he starts swinging on him with the Dragon Slayer, but none of the fucking, it's not hitting him, it's not slashing him. And then fucking, for some reason, Casca sees him and just goes out there and like passes out or some shit. And then Nosferatu Zod comes, but you think he's about to square off with Guts, but he ain't. He just picks Griffith and Casca up and flies them away. And bro, that pissed me off so bad, dude.
That was rough to see, dude.
Like,
it was rough.
After all this time...
Did I smear my nose scar?
It's still there.
Okay,
After all this time, you're going to just take her away. And then Guts is fucked up, bro.
Dude, it was so sad.
Yeah.
Like, the facial expressions. And then later on in the story, he is, like, he's staring at the sword. And he's, like, the one thing that I thought I could always trust.
Ooh.
Dude, like, that was a freaking hitter.
That was
and
hard.
it's, like, showing flashbacks and stuff, too. To, like, a whole bunch of stuff that's happened. And he's like, damn, dude, like, you were the one thing.
And then he just throws the Dragon Slayer on the ground and, like, passes out.
Yeah.
But meanwhile, while he's having a straight-up
mental freak out.
Dennis from It's Always Sunny level breakdown freak out. The Elf Island is like
crumbling beneath
breaking
him.
apart, sinking into the ocean. People are trying to jump back on the ship and get saved. Apparently Guts gets pulled in there. A lot of crazy shit like that's happening. And then the fucking, what is it? Shirky? That's her name, right? She's trying to like use everybody in the ship. Farnese, little rock thrower dude who wants to be the toughest swordsman. Serpico, like the squad's still there, but they're on the ship, and like everybody's trying to like use their power so she can go into like the astral plane and fucking find Casca. But then Casca's back at Griffith's new fucking kingdom with the new band of the Hawk and shit, and she wakes up all like out of it. These bitches are dressing her up in robes and she's fine dining and shit. And at first I was mad. I was like, what the fuck's she doing, dog? But then she like snaps out of it and she's like, guts, and like tries to fight some motherfuckers and shit. But then I don't know if they drug her or she passed out or what.
Yeah, well they were like the little birdie ain't gonna leave her cage or some shit like that. Like just basically saying that she's locked up there. Like she can't escape anywhere.
And I guess Griffiths is like cool. And then the book ends with Guts is still like passed out or like laid out, freaking out in the cabin, but the Berserker Armor Wolf is like back taunting him and shit. Basically like, yo, you need to let me fully take over, bitch, so you can get revenge. And then those like, no offense, man, you remember, I can't remember their names, but those like, that gang of like Arabian looking dudes, that fucking, they're jumping up on the ship, getting ready to try to kill everybody. But you know Guts is probably going to get up and fuck them fools up, hopefully. I don't know when Volume 43 is going to get out, but I like the direction they're going in. I'm hyped. And it kind of pissed me off, though, man. It was very sad. There was a lot of agony. I mean, we can show a few things in here. Let me see if I can find Guts fucking crying, dude, for a minute. Everybody got sad, though, to be honest. Like, everybody was like, oh, look at him, bro.
Yeah.
Oh, cold world, baby. Anyway, I thought it was dope, man. We'll definitely pick these up in the oversized fucking deluxe Dark Horse fucking Omni size things when they come out. But until then, we're going to keep reading these. I like the shit a lot.
Yeah, I liked it a lot. Well, obviously.
Yeah,
Guts. Baby.
I wish it would have lasted longer.
No, yeah, it felt like a very quick read. It was good. I'm hoping what they're going to do is be able to produce more faster. You know what I mean? Like, it sucks to say homie is gone. He's no longer with us and writing it. But he was doing that all of himself, right? Like, he was doing all of it.
Manga artists and writers are usually, it's one artist, one writer, and they're notorious for being overworked.
Yeah.
But so this is like...
They have, like, a team.
Yeah, it's like a whole gang of his apprentices and shit. So hopefully they can get it out, but also get it out and still be, like, good quality. I know even, like... I kind of fell off of the second half of Chainsaw Man, but I think even Fujimoto has got like people drawing for him now so he can just write with the Chainsaw Man shit too. We need to pick up the latest volume of Chainsaw Man and get back on that.
We do.
But I don't know, man. It's cool. You got anything else to say?
No, I liked it. It was good.
Y'all let us...
Heartbreaking.
Yeah, it's heartbreaking.
Like always.
Y'all let us know what you think about this shit in the comments below if you read it. If not, as always, we appreciate you watching. If you haven't subscribed yet, subscribe, blah, blah, blah. I hate saying that.
Yada, yada,
you know what to do. Hit the Encore link in the description. I'm doing giveaways over there, selling stuff. Probably throw this up on there. Yeah, man. We love y'all. Peace.
Peace.